Hello there. Thank you so much for staying on the AM show. I'm Bernice Abubedu-Lansa, and just gone by, Benjamin Akapo had that very important discussion about the developments in Niger and what we all need to know. But it's now time for me to have another important conversation. It's about the Women Arise Conference 2023. And I've got two wonderful women from the Action Chapel International. To my immediate left, I've got Reverend Na Korkoi Mills. She's National Executive of the Women of Action, and Lady Joanne Ejay, who is National Executive of the Women of Action. Good to have you here, ladies.
Good to have seen you too.
Yeah, and I'm sure just like my colleague observed, you look alike. Are you related? Oh, she's a big sister. Oh, that's nice. That's nice. I'm happy to have you here. Let's talk about, before we talk about the Women Arise Convention, let's talk about Women of Action. What is that? Because I see that you're national executive, so I'm just trying to understand what Women of Action exactly is. Let me start with you, Rev.
So Women of Action is actually a part of the Action Chapel International Ministry. So it's one that's there, and we see to the needs of the women and the ladies who are coming up in the next generation. And we see to their day-to-day affairs. We try to help with their challenges and their Christian walk, as it were. And it's something that's, under the auspices of His Eminence, the Archbishop Nicholas Duncan Williams, and his wife, Lady Rosa Whitaker Duncan Williams.
All right. So Women of Action is across all your branches?
Yes, all our branches.
Okay, I like that. Women of Action, it almost like calls you to, to do something,
wake up.
Yeah, it's almost like a wake-up call, and I like it. So the Women of Action has this convention annually, which is the Women Arise Convention. Do you mind sharing with me, Lady Ejay, why was this started in the first place? What birthed this whole idea of bringing women together, and what's the convention all about?
Okay, His Eminence, the Archbishop, it's this idea to bring the women together from all walks of life in the ministry. And the main idea is to empower the women in their careers, their spiritual growth, financially, socially, emotionally, and all that. That was why the group was put aside to empower women.
And how many years have you been doing this?
No, we've been doing it for quite some long, But then with Women Arise, we started about 8 years ago. Okay. We're having our annual conventions every year, but Women Arise started 8 years ago.
Oh, and I'm sure the people have testimonies to share the experiences.
Loads.
I mean, top of your head, what would you say so far, has been the highlights from all the years that you've been having the convention?
I have been around Action a long time, and I can testify the goodness of the Lord. There were times when I've had severe pains where doctors have said, it's a no-go area, end of the road for me. But the women stood with me, they prayed, and the story changed. At my branch, people have loads of testimonies where they were close to walking out of their marriages. We stood with them, we prayed, and the tables have turned.
Oh, I like that. That's very heartwarming. And these are the really practical stories that people can relate to.
Yeah.
And women, we are a very special breed. I was just having a conversation.
So special.
Yeah, I was just having a conversation with a colleague because I had just come off radio and they were talking about love and money, which one you would choose. And then the whole conversation about when men love your wives as Christ loved the church and what it means, And I said to that person, I am dead sure that if any man loved his wife as Christ loved the church, I'm not sure we'll be having any problems.
That's just have one.
Yes, that's just one angle of the conversation. But that's just to suggest how special we feel as women. And most importantly, just yesterday I was having a conversation even about in academia, it appears that all over women are rising up. Women are beginning to give themselves a voice and some recognition. And I must say thank you to His Eminence Archbishop Duncan Williams for thinking about this and giving women the opportunity. Just see the testimonies that you've just shared. Imagine if you didn't have this particular conference. So tell us what this year's theme is about and who is going to be speaking and other details about the convention.
So the theme for this particular year is the empowered woman,
woman,
taken from Proverbs 31:25. And we have a lot of women coming up, to empower the women. So we have Reverend Dr. Christy Dotete from Solid Rock Chapel. We have Pastor Mrs. Eno Jerry Eze, the wife of, yes.
The wife of
Oh,
Jerry
wow.
Eze,
She roars, she's good. We have Mrs. Elsie Ado Awazi, also a banker who's coming up. And then we have Miss Amwa Adwa Inshiramwa, also from the next gen, a banker as well, who's also coming up. And it's going to be a glorious and an awesome time.
Then we have Bishop Patricia Sapo, who's
yes,
the president of the Women of Action, also part of this speaker.
Right. I mean, I'm just in love with your list, and I see that you're deliberately not choosing women who are seen as spiritual leaders alone. You're going into career, you're going into other development. Tell me why that is important, because you're an organization, a spiritual organization, but I see that there's some conscious effort not to only focus on the spiritual development. Why is that important for you?
Yeah, it's important because, like our team, Empowered Women, women need to be empowered. Not just spiritually, they need to be empowered financially, they need to be empowered emotionally, they need to be empowered socially. So that is why this theme came about. And then two, we have panel discussions where we are bringing in the Deputy Governor of Bank of Ghana and then Bishop Pat as part of the, the panelists, and then Reverend Christy Tete. Yes.
And do you want to take a bite of that? Why it's important not for us to only focus on the prayer and the fasting. And as women, we love that.
Exactly.
We are. I was just listening to Bishop T.D. Jakes reel yesterday, and he was talking about give a woman a prayer topic and she goes to war, because that's how we are made.
Yes.
But why is it important for us to draw women's attention to the fact that that's important, but you must also get your finances right. You must also get your social interactions right. Why is it important? Let me take your.
Okay, so the Bible says in Proverbs 31:25 that strength and honor are her clothing. She shall rejoice in time to come. Now, most of the time, women in society are relegated to the background. So sometimes they even get married, and then I overheard somebody say, then he asks you not to work, then you stay at home. But you see, we live in times when she brings a little, he brings a little, and we are able to take the children to the best of schools that we want to buy what we want to. I mean, we live comfortably, and then we have a happy home. So we are telling women that it's time to wake up, get your finances right, time to go back to school, time to help church, home, wherever you find yourself. So once the woman is empowered like that, she can flourish wherever she finds herself.
That's fantastic.
And to even add to it, we've had programs where we've taught the women how to do soap making, bead making, fascinators, just for them to have
skills,
have skills.
That's wonderful. So when is this beautiful conference happening? I can't wait. I mean, because I'm just yes.
I can't wait either.
Yeah.
It starts from the 17th of August this month.
Okay.
Through to Saturday, the 19th of August. The first day, the grand opening starts at 6 p.m. and finishes at 9 p.m.
Okay.
Will be done by Pastor Mrs. Eno Jerry Eze.
That is Jerry Eze's wife.
That is Jerry Eze's wife. Yes. And then Friday morning, we have a talk and a medical screening as well. Then the Friday evening, we have 6 till 9 p.m. Saturday medical screening, and then we continue immediately at 10 till 2.
Okay. And this is happening at Action
Cathedral. Yeah.
Okay. Of the Spintex.
Of the Spintex.
All right. But there are many of us who can't come in person. Are there opportunities for us to also benefit as well?
Yes. With all our social media handles. Yes.
So that's
Facebook.
Action Chapel.
Yes.
Okay.
Action Chapel. Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, Thread, and TikTok.
I like that. I like Thread. Very, very trendy church. So we just need to and thank you for doing this. So what is the expectation if I'm coming to this conference? What is that 1, 2, or 3 things that I'm guaranteed that I'll be leaving with?
Okay, one, it's a free program. You're not supposed to even register. And we also have buses available that will pick people to and fro from where they are coming from. But I can assure you that when you come to this year's convention, like our team says, you'll be empowered. Apart from being empowered, you have other social networks, you know, making new friends, meeting new people. And then we also have a free health screening.
Which is very important.
Yeah. Free health screening for most of the women to know their status, you know, and all that. Yeah.
Right. So, on the 17th to the 19th of August, you have a lot of time to plan for that. To keep it locked, it is happening at the Action Chapel, Prayer Cathedral, and it's free, right? So you can just visit the Facebook page of Action Chapel, and you would get all the details on
Action Chapel Prayer
Cathedral, yes, Action Chapel Prayer Cathedral, where you can catch a bus, how you can be part of this, and you know, for those of you who even, you know, have women groupings, I know that a lot of people have women groupings now, which is very inspiring beyond denominations. You know, we're trying to come together as women in Christ. So, I mean, you can be a part of this, right? This is open to all denominations.
It's open to all denominations.
Even to our men.
Yes.
So please come join us.
Fantastic. So please make a date and join Reverend Nakokoi Mills and Lady Joanne Ejay from the 17th to the 19th of August. And it's the Women Arise 2023 convention. It promises to be a super, super event. You don't want to miss this, trust me. I know you are convinced, but do well to come, okay? But if you live very far from Accra or you're outside the country, you can catch up through the power of technology, and that's the benefit we have in this generation. And you know, I feel like I want to preach. The Spirit of God transcends borders and transcends technology, so you will definitely be blessed, I know. And so, you with the Reverend and Lady Ejay, so I think their grace is rubbing off me this morning. Thank you so much for joining us. We appreciate what you do, and I trust that you will experience the beauty of the results of what you're doing, and get more testimonies as the years go by.
Definitely.
Thank you so much.
Thank
Well,
you
that will be it.
us.
Do you want to add something? Yes.
On Saturday, our Father, the Archbishop Nicholas Duncan Williams, will close us.
Oh, wow.
Pronounce blessings over
everyone
that
so
comes.
please,
So we
don't
want to
miss it
invite
for
everybody
anything.
to come.
Lives will be transformed.
It will never be the same.
So that's on Saturday in the evening.
No. 10 a.m.
10 a.m.
to
2. That's when it closes. So please, 10 a.m. to 2 on Saturday. Maybe you're a working mother. So Thursday, Friday, but Saturday, please, let's pack Action Chapel. Let's fill the space and give it an overflow and receive the blessings of His Eminence, Archbishop Nicholas Duncan Williams. Thank you all so much for making time to join this conversation. When we come back, we'll get interactive with you. And thank you, Rev and Lady, for joining me.